Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. It's the brother Bayan here to bring you a lesson on prior to get started. I want to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakwatash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, Yuakim, Yuakwa, which is you brothers and sisters in the Hebrew that believe. All right. And this lesson here, I'm going to have it titled around the basis of sorrow and waking up. All right, the sorrow and waking up, because best believe it is sorrow and waking up. All right, it's that being irritated by all the the constant wickedness that's going on in this hellhole that we in. This captivity that we are in. All right, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing to even feel this way. Honestly, that feeling that you have, that sorrow that you have, that constant feeling of being pissed off with, the rainbow communities and, just every way that the government is pushing things, the wickedness, the 2/3 of our people just doing nigga shit, is saddening. All right. But what comes with it also, on the positive side is understanding. All right, and that's the blessing that the Lord pretty much has with us in this situation. Okay, because again, what the scriptures say, paraphrasing, blessed are your ears that hear and blessed are your eyes that see. All right, many people don't have the eyes or the ears. They don't have the understanding of the scriptures. All right, of what's going on in the world right now. All right, but I'm gonna kick it off with the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 18. It says, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. All right, he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. All right, so we know that ultimately at the end of the day, this the truth that we in, the 144% truth, coming from the doctrines of the elders and apostles of GMS. The things that we learn is some brothers like to call it like a rabbit hole. All right, it constantly get deeper and deeper and deeper. All right, and truthfully, truth be told, you'll never reach the bottom of it. All right, into the kingdom. All right, we're constantly learning, every day more and more. All right, so that allows you to know that your wisdom is going to constantly increase, Lord willing. Your wisdom is going to constantly increase. You're going to constantly learn new things. You're going to constantly learn, the breakdowns, throughout the scriptures, from the elders, apostles, and just the men that's teaching the word in 144% truth. All right, but it says that you increasing the wisdom is going to increase sorrow. All right, because what's going to happen, once you gain this wisdom, and you understand that you fully understand that you're in captivity. That you'll never reach over this hump when it comes to some type of money. All right, you know that you'll never reach the love life of dealing with some type of woman in this captivity. All right, that something is constantly always going to go wrong. All right, and that mindset right there, how could you be comfortable? All right, but we know ultimately the Lord doesn't want us to be comfortable here. All right, this is a captivity for a reason. All right, one of the brothers, he somewhere down my log of lessons, the brother broke down the captivity. It's a cap to things. All right, us being in this captivity, it's a cap. All right, it's something that we will never reach those goals that you once had, in this world. All right, if you're doing the work of the Lord. All right, the Lord won't allow it. All right, yeah, some brothers, have some money, they have women, they have some things that they can handle. All right, but that's not for the mass. All right, every brother, is ultimately appointed, their own a lot of things, of what they have to deal with, you know, and what they can deal with. All right. But again, it says, for much wisdom is much grief, and he that increases knowledge increases sorrow. All right. Again, you got to ultimately remember too, this is a punishment. All right. So the punishment that we in right now, you know, we're forced to do this work. All right. It is required for us to do this work, in better words. All right. And in this work is going to lead to more and more sorrow. All right. When it comes to not ultimately, but when it comes to even like family members, you know, we brothers is, you know, they have some brothers out there that's very family orientated. All right. And understanding that, all right, my family not going to get this. All right, they're not gonna get this. All right, and some of them may even scoff and stuff like that you may love to death. All right, but ultimately, you know that what's going on and how they are acting, you know, if they're constantly rebelling against Yahweh Shema Shai, you know they're gonna die. All right, you know they're gonna die. You know the Lord probably got them on His list, you know, that's coming back to be destroyed some way, somehow. All right, but again, that leads more and more into the sorrow. All right, and you just gotta ultimately charge it to the game, man. You know, it comes with it. All right, that's the price that you gotta pay once you come and receive, you know, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, sorrow has to come behind it. All right, and your nerves is going to constantly be irked, you know. Or I don't, that might be a southern thing. But you know, they would say you're irking my nerves. All right, you know, a lot of people, you know, constantly day in and day out, when you step out in the streets, it's going to constantly irk your nerves. All right, when you see them rainbows, it's going to piss you off. All right, that's what irk your nerves mean. It's pissing you off. All right, when you step out and you see some YN, some young niggas doing stupid shit, it's going to piss you off. All right, you constantly walking around in the state of being pissed off. Due to the captivity, you know, and it becomes error of the ruler. All right, Esau, Edom, you know, the so-called white man, you know, everything that he's passing along for our people to jump, skip, and hop, you know, and be the forerunner of wickedness, you know, seeing our people at the bottom of the bottom, you know, that's sorrow, man. But another precept that I have that also, you know, fall in the line of being in that sorrow and, you know, pretty much pulling yourself away from worldly thoughts. This is the book of 1 John chapter 2 and 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. All right. So you have to pull back. Just imagine, you know, we got brothers that's just hopping in the truth right now, you know, because the Lord is not back yet. All right, so that means that the elect still has to be sealed. So we have more and more men that's coming out of the world into the truth. All right, into the truth of things. But, you know, all of these things that you've been doing, you know, well, if I can say this too, different age brackets. So they have some men that's probably like 30, 40 years old that's coming, you know, into the truth. But probably those last 30 to, you know, 20 years, it was just commit to bullshit, you know, trying to live that American dream, you know, trying to reach them 6 figures, you know, trying to be a $1 million nigga, you know, trying to see the whole entire world, trying to, you know, all these expectations that you grew up with, you know, it instantly has to be cut off once you come in the truth. All right, because you know it has no benefits. All right, it's no end to it ultimately. All right, it's no end to it. All right, we know that this right here is the golden ticket. All right, this is the golden ticket that we've all been looking for, because working in this system here, you know, work all the way to you about 50, 60, you know, and then retire and try to have fun for your last 10, 20 years of your life, because people perishing around here around 70 years old, you know, max. People ain't touching, you know, 1,000 years and stuff like that back in Genesis and stuff, you know. Men is not reaching those years. All right, But it says again, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. All right, so that strikes more fear in you to you know, not be complacent in this world. All right, being complacent in this captivity. All right, is ridiculous, man. If any man love this world, the love of the Father is not in him. The Lord is not dealing with that. All right. If you want this captivity to continue on, the Lord don't want no dealings with you at the end of the day. Point blank, period. All right. The Lord wants no dealings with you if you want this captivity still going to continue to go on. All right. And you know that's what niggas, you know, DJ Donald Trump then stepped in this thing, and you know people, you know, thinking that, oh yeah, well, we about to do a 360 from Joe Biden and all them, you know, everything. We about to go back on the rise, and America is about to be great again. You know, when he was back in office, you know, a couple four years ago, you know, now he's about to come back and set everything straight, and everything is going to be good. People going to get the money. Everything is going to be, you know, roses and, you know, dandelions. You know, everything is just going to be good, man. But that's not the case. All right, you know, flee out of here. All right, spiritually, take your mind off of this thing, man. Get out of here. All right, because this is not our rest. This is not our home. All right, this is the place of our captivity, and you know, ultimately, it's going to be destroyed. So, if you have some type of attachments, being in this world, you know, being in this captivity, if you have any type of attachments, the Lord ultimately going to destroy you with your attachments. All right, and you got to come back as a newborn babe under a righteous man's loins. All right, but I'm gonna end it off with this one right here. This is the book of James, chapter 4 and 4. It says, "Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of God." All right, so arise and depart. All right, arise and depart, because this is not your rest. I believe that's Micah 10. Let me see. It's like, I know it's in Micah. Since I'm quoting it, it's like. So like, bear with me. I know it's in Micah. Let me just take the easy route. Arise and depart, because this is not your rest. Two and 10. I said 4 and 10. Damn it. Salaki. But this is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword of destruction." All right? It should destroy you, even with a sword of destruction. All right? And when it says, "Arise and depart," arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, it doesn't mean flee America. All right? Because ultimately, a lot of these other countries are going to receive judgment too. All right? And if that's not going to, if you don't get destroyed by the nuclear ICBM missiles, you know, in the midst of World War III, when everybody started launching missiles at each other and so on and so forth, all right? Yeah, the Lord gonna come down and he gonna hunt your ass down with the angels, you know, with the angels in the 144, you know, gonna come down and get the business clear, man. All right. But again, this is not our rest. We should have no attachments here. All right. And you know, it's understanding these things. That's where the sorrow can set in at. All right. If you don't have this understanding. All right. But again, even with having this understanding, you know, that it needs to, you know, settle your mind and clear your mind that, all right, this has to happen. All right. This has to happen. All right, it may sound sad that, hey man, your father, your mother, your brother, whoever, they may have to come through again, what through your loins, because that's your bloodline. All right, it can come through your loins. All right, but just being in that understanding and being in that okay state of mind, all right, is ultimately what's going to help you, out of that sorrow, with the wisdom that you're gaining. But I'm gonna end it off with that, and prior to get out of here, I want to give Salaki, I pray that this lesson was edifying. Prior to get out of here, I want to give infinite knowledge and prayers to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the whole free elect, and you Ak Yam, you Ak Wat, which is you brothers and sisters in the Hebrew that believe. Shalom.